This is the Nikki. And then what we'll do when I get started, I don't know why it did that. We're going to, this is why I do this now. Uh-oh. Okay.
This is so exciting. So tell us, if you don't mind, the benefits of Jet Plasma.
Well, the benefits are basically it's great for so many things. It's almost like a magical tool that I've never found before. Great for pigmentation, enlarged pore size. I've been doing amazing things with scarring, pigmentation, enlarged pores. It's really good to tighten the skin. And what I'm so excited about is there's no pain, no downtime, and no need for numbing. So it's for all skin types. And also you can use it for hair growth, for the scalp. You can also work on eczema, acne. It's amazing for acne. So it does a lot.
And then how are you incorporating XO8?
Well, we had written up a great little protocol that I'm going to go over with you guys here. When I was introduced to this last year, I found this at the IESCS show in Las Vegas in June. And I started playing with the Jet Plasma and just said, this is a perfect thing to incorporate with XO8, because once you do the treatment, you are opening up all the channels of the skin for about 12 hours. So I started to think XO8 would be amazing with all the incredible healing, hydrating, anti-aging ingredients. So I had written up a protocol, and that's what we're going to follow today.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So when you're doing
restorative line, we're going to be highlighting today, but you can use any of our masks. You can use any of the elixirs. We'll be talking about that. And I'm sure people will have questions about that too when we get started.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. So let me know when, are we going to go ahead and start? Is everybody on?
We are ready, and it's already streaming into the group and pinned to the top.
Oh, great. So I am going to start cleansing her skin as I'm talking. And if you guys have questions, just let me know. But this is my beautiful model, Nikki, and she's actually had the Jet Plasma before. And I feel that the last time we did it really helped with some of her hormonal breakouts. She was having a little bit of activity. And so she doesn't have that going on today, but you guys will see as I'm working on her, how nice it will be transforming. So I'm just going to start cleansing. It's really amazing to retexturize the skin and really make the skin look super smooth. The one thing I really like about Jet Plasma is the ability to be able to work underneath and very close to the eyes and a nose. And you can work on every body part. Today, we're just going to do her face, and we're going to do both sides of her face. We're not going to do her neck, but that is another thing that you could actually add on, but that's another 10 minutes for doing the neck.
How much do you charge for the service?
I charge $250 for the face.
1 hour?
And what?
For 1 hour?
Yep.
And that really ranges based on location. I have some accounts, depending on where their market is, that are charging, the upper threes with XO8 incorporated. So it definitely does depend on your location for sure.
Yeah. For sure. And if I add the neck, it's anywhere from 100 to 150 for adding the neck on. But you could also add the décolleté also. A lot of people love to add the décolleté on, and I charge another 100 for that.
And I've had clients even doing their hands, their clients' hands. So accounts of mine with XO8 are doing the hands and then cutting the neck mask in half and using that on top of the hand with really great results.
Yeah, it's quite an amazing treatment. And also remember that the results last 2 to 4 years. This is not your just ordinary facial. It's quite amazing and transforming. you wouldn't believe some of the pictures, before and after pictures I have of everybody, but especially my acneic clients and also my scars. Doesn't matter if it's old, new. I've worked on my own scars. I had several scars on my face because I was in a head-in accident when I was young, and it's made a big difference in those. And then I've had people come to me who have had a recent Mohs surgery for maybe like a basal or a squamous, and I've been able to work on that within like a month after they've had the stitches removed, and it's made a huge difference in the scars. And I usually do a series of 6, sometimes 8, depending on if they need more work. But we are following the XO8 Jet Plasma protocol. And any of you that are already familiar with XO8, you'll know, or any of you that don't have XO8, you could actually place an order with XO8, and we don't have any minimums. And you ask for this protocol manual, which is awesome. And I'm following the protocol on Jet Plasma. So I'll show you guys. It's in the very back. So that is what we're following, and this is what it looks like. Okay.
Yeah, that's such a great protocol. I actually did it on myself twice last week, that exact protocol, and had really incredible results with a couple spots where I was breaking out. And really, my skin typically would have a little bit of scarring post any breakout. Even if I don't pick, I don't touch, I still scar really easily. I'd have a little bit of discoloration, and I've had none of that this time from doing the Jet Plasma.
How did you notice a difference, Jessica?
I absolutely noticed a difference. I worked, on the full face, and the couple areas where I had a little bit of breakout, they seemed to kind of just dry out and almost like crust off within a day or two. And I just didn't have any discoloration, which normally when I have any kind of breakouts, which isn't often, but when I do, I easily pigment and have a little bit of scarring. And this time I had none of that when I did the Jet Plasma, which was really incredible.
Oh, great. Well, I've cleansed her twice, and now I'm using just a cranberry lactic that I have from my back bar line, which is Sanitas, and that's what we're putting on her right now. But there's plenty of spas and clinics that go right from the cleanse into doing the treatment without doing all these added things. But I like to add this on. I think it makes the results even better. So that's what we're putting on her right now. So you can leave this on for 5 to 10 minutes. And I'm just going to put a little fan on her, just to kind of help any discomfort, but we'll rinse her well.
And so on the protocol, does it just say exfoliation? So it's cleanse exfoliation?
No, in the protocol, I basically have 2 cleanses. And then step 3 is to apply a light lactic. You guys can see. Okay, straighten this up. Okay, so this is my protocol. Basically, I'm going the opposite, sorry. So I did a cleanse, then I did a light lactic. It's what I have on her right now. And then after I'm done, I'm going to rinse her really well. And the next step after that, which is step number 3, is to use one of the benzalkonium little antiseptic wipes. This is an alcohol-free wipe. So basically, after I'm done rinsing her skin, which will be just a few more minutes, then I'm going to use this little wipe to help to give it an antiseptic wipe so that she doesn't have any problems with breakouts afterwards. So that's what we're going to be doing next. And then today, Maria, we are highlighting, of course, the XO8 products. And the protocol that I've written, I love to use the Vital Restorative Mask is what we're going to use, because it's very hydrating, really healing, and it's just very calming and cooling for the skin. And remember, like I said before, this is opening up all the channels of the skin for up to 12 hours. So it's very important that you be very selective of what you use. The one thing that we have discovered, and we don't have it on the protocol yet, but here in my spa in Florida, after I do the Jet Plasma, I'm finding that our placenta peptide complex is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, because you think about it this way, we're opening up all the channels of the skin. It's almost like an immediate, like, nano infusion or a regenerate. So why you don't even need to do that, because you're opening up all the channels of the skin. So this is something that we're going to be using today. I don't have it on the protocol, but we will be adding that at some time in the future. But I'm just saying that this is something we just discovered how nice this is after we actually get done using the Jet Plasma. So I'm going to rinse her skin.
Jessica, for those who don't know, do you want to give us the benefits of the sheet mask and the placenta?
Yeah, absolutely. I really love, you know, from the accounts I've talked to, and then also doing it on my own skin, is that it really helps to hydrate the skin, because doing these treatments can be a little bit drying as well. So with the mask she's using today, the Vital Restorative Mask, that's going to be really hydrating. It has the snail in there. And I really love that when you're pairing also the Vital Restorative Elixir. Are you going to use that today, Stacy, the Vital Elixir?
We're going to use that also. We're going to first use, after I remove the Vital Restorative Mask, I'm going to go right into the PPC, which is the Placenta Peptide Complex. And then we're going to use the Vital Restorative Elixir. Yes.
Wonderful. And I love that elixir because it also has the copper peptides, which are so great for brightening. So that's where, if you're working on a client with any pigmentation or scarring, really getting that deeper into the channels is going to make a really big difference on the client's skin. And that's also a great retail product. So the way I'm doing my packages is that that elixir will be part of them purchasing a series with me. They'll actually get this Vital Restorative Elixir included in that package. And that way they're using it at home in between treatments as well.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Jessica, because the first couple of days, well, first of all, when they have a treatment with me, I tell them to go home and they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything until the next day. They're not even going to wash their face. They're going to leave all these great ingredients on the skin, and then they're going to wash the next day and then start right in with the Vital Restorative Elixir. So I'm just using the BZK white right now to prepare for the Jet Plasma. And I found the Jet Plasma last year, again, at the IESCS show. And I knew about this kind of technology, the plasma. And it's kind of funny. Some of my new clients that are calling, that are inquiring because they're seeing some amazing results from some of my clients. They're saying their main concern is they're worried this has something to do with blood. So I have to explain to them that no, this has nothing to do with blood. Plasma is the fourth state of matter. So beyond solids, gas, liquids, we have to remember that plasma, everything in the atmosphere is made out of plasma. Stars, the sun, it is definitely a atmospheric thing, and it's basically an ionized gas. So this is how the Jet Plasma looks. I elected to get 2 of these Jet Plasmas because you'll see after I'm working for 5 minutes, it mandatorily shuts down. It just cools down. So then I'm going to trade off, and you'll see I'm going to go right to my other device here. Okay. So I have it plugged in, and I just don't like to waste the time. So I just like to keep working, and I don't want to wait for the 2 minutes that we have to. So you have to open up a disposable tip. That's what we're going to do right now. And put it on the device. And remember, when you do this, some of them have this little protective thing. Take that off, or else it's not going to work. So take this little tab off. You're going to put this in the end here, Now I start with pulse mode, and we're going to do 5 minutes on the right side of pulse mode. Pulse mode is going to go deeper. It's also a great mode to use when you are targeting pigmentation. And I'm going to start right here on her chin area. So we're going very slow. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but it's real important that you slow yourself down and go really slow. Sometimes you have to hold the skin with one hand. And I don't know if you can tell, I'm actually just lightly going over her skin with just one edge. And it's basically this edge right here that I'm doing. And I'm listening for the sound. You really want to hear this little sound that you're hearing right now. And I'm going basically all horizontal. Then I'm going to go over the same area and I'm going to go vertical. And then when I get to her eye area, I go very close under the eyes, right along the lash line here. And I find that if you go over the upper lid like this, go right over the brow bone, this is going to give her a lift. It's really nice lifting, because this also has a little bit of microcurrent in it also in the Jet Plasma. It has just a little microcurrent.
Is there anything on her skin right now?
Nope, nothing on her skin. It's just clean skin. You want to always do this on clean skin. And you also want to make sure that the skin is entirely dry. Because I've learned the hard way, if there's any moisture at all on the skin, then it will be a little bit of a zing, I want to say, a little zap. Have you had that happen, Jessica?
No, my skin was very dry and it really feels very mild. You don't really feel much. I know they use the term kind of like feathering. It's just really gentle. And then a couple little spots, I feel a tiny bit of heat, but that's about it. No, nothing else. But my skin was really dry beforehand. I knew to make sure it was dry.
Yeah, you just want to make sure. Sometimes I bring my fan out and I'm just drying it. And the one thing, like I said, you just have to slow yourself down as much as you can, because it's real easy to just speed right through this. And then all the areas can actually be gone over 5 to 8 times. So you'll see if like, for example, if she had a breakout or if she had pigmentation, you could kind of hover and go over those areas, 5 to 8 times.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I did. I had a breakout here and then over my eyebrow that were pretty big and felt deep and a little bit painful. And I did several passes over, and I was just absolutely amazed at how quickly they healed.
Oh, I know. It's absolutely amazing for acne. I actually work on cystic acne with this. It's not only great for cystic acne, but it's really good for post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So, and I'm going right along the jawline because this is actually going to be a great lift for her also. And I go, how does it feel, Nikki?
It's nice. It's warm.
Yeah.
It does feel like little puffs of air almost.
Little puffs of air.
Kind of, yeah, like she said, like a feathery feel.
Yeah.
It's relaxing to me.
Oh yeah.
I'm very relaxed.
Most of my clients actually fall asleep when we're doing this, because it's so amazingly comfortable, and it is that very subtle warmth that she's feeling. And you want to make sure you do the nose, because this treatment in itself is amazing for pore size, for the texturizing. So I'm just hovering over the nose, and it's really nice I don't know if you guys can already see, but when I'm working on somebody, because I do 5 minutes of the pulse on the right, then we're going to be going 5 minutes of the pulse on the left side. And then we're going to go right into the continuous mode, which is not going to go as deep. It's going to basically spread. It goes wider. So the continuous mode is great for texturizing, retexturizing, and also the pore size. And it's really great for the whole skin tone. So that's what we're going to end the treatment with. But it's a little, you just have to, you get really, it's kind of a interesting thing when you start doing this, you don't quite know where to hold it. Now it just went off. So this is what it does. It basically, the light stopped flashing. So we're going to go to our next device. And you guys always make sure it's plugged in, even though it's a wireless device, and you could use it without being plugged in. It's just not going to be strong enough. So you want to make sure that you always plug it in. And then we're going to go to the next side. And you see how it's flashing here. So, and you'll hear a little beep, 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 beep. So you know it's working. But yeah, this is a really fun treatment to do. I find that I get into a real zone when I'm working on somebody, and I love what it does. And I almost can see it working as I'm doing the treatment. It's quite amazing.
And how do you feel, Stacy, with your clients that are more anti-aging and fine lines and wrinkles? I know they say it's really good for crow's feet and forehead lines. Have you noticed that?
Oh my gosh, yes. You know what's so funny? I've had a couple of people that I did a series on last year that say that they don't feel like they need Botox, and it's been like 6 to 8 months. These people normally would get their Botox after 4 months. So it's really holding those forehead lines really nicely. And so, yes, I see everything. I see the reduction of the fine lines. I see that the skin gets really smooth and firm, toned, definitely toned. And I see the retexturizing of the skin. It's quite amazing, the retexturizing. And also, as I'm working under her eyes, the other thing that I've noticed with a few people that have chronic darkness under their eyes, it brightens that area. So it's really, really nice for the under eye area. And you get pretty close under the eyes just on the pulsed mode, not the continuous, because the continuous goes too wide. So, but a lot of people say they feel like it's almost giving them a blepharoplasty, you know, the upper eyelid lift. So I love that. And keep in mind too, this has been amazing for helping to stimulate hair growth. So like eyebrows, spotty beards, like if you have any male clients and they have spotty beards, that's been very effective with the Jet Plasma. Or if they have thin eyebrows, don't hesitate to go right over the eyebrows.
I'm testing that theory myself because my brows are so fine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's really nice. But yeah, this has been an amazing tool to find. I knew about plasma technology because I've had a plasma pen for about 5 years, but and there's definitely a need for that in different scenarios, but my particular clients just don't want downtime. And so with the traditional fibroblast pen, you know, you have downtime. You know, you have those little plasma dots that you're putting on the skin, and you have to wait for those little plasma dots to fall off. You also, to me, it's uncomfortable. You have to numb, and I have to numb them for about 45 minutes. And so when I found this, or I heard about this particular technology, I go, oh my gosh, this is so up my alley. And then when I started playing with it, and of course, playing with the XO8 products with it, the results I've been having are just absolutely amazing. So it's been a really nice marriage with XO8 and with this particular Jet Plasma pen. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And like I said before, most of my clients come in. I have found that once a week for 6 weeks seems to be a really nice way to do it. When I first started, I was doing twice a week for the 3 weeks. And then we found that some people were getting a little too dry. And so I've just kind of altered it to this once a week for 6 weeks, and it's easier on their schedule and they seem to gravitate to it better. And then even after we're done, a month or two afterwards, because remember, this is creating collagen remodeling, they're going to come back to you a month or two after this and they're going to say, wow, my skin is looking better and better and better. It just keeps working. And they could keep doing treatments. That's the biggest question that we have. Like, do I have to stop? People don't want to stop. And so I'm changing over to the other device because that just is shutting down. And we're going to continuous mode now. But yeah, we have some people that say, I really want to do a couple more. And I say, well, we should do a couple more because we really want to accomplish your goals. Let's accomplish your goals. And then we're going to give you, so you hear that sounds different. This is the continuous, and it's more of the other pulse was a, and this is a continuous buzzing. Do you hear it? And there's a very slight ozone. There actually is an ozone in this too. And so that's great to sterilize the skin and be very effective for acne. So that's what she's smelling right now with this mode. It's really great for any breakouts. And you just have to find what works for you. Sometimes I lift a little bit more to get more of the sound. Sometimes I turn it on its side and do it this way. You just have to find what works for you. But it does, as long as you don't press real hard, otherwise it's not going to be as effective. You want to hear the sound that's emitting from the device, just like this. And just slow yourself down. That's all I can say, is I have to keep telling myself that is the slower the better.
Yeah, it's easy to, just like with Regenerate or anything else, it's easy to start going really fast, but this one, the slow really makes an impact.
Yeah. So I like to do kind of a cross hatching, you know, as you can see, I'm going all the way across up, and then you can go basically all the way, you know, horizontal to kind of cross hatch and cover the areas that you've done. And this is really great for pigmentation also, but you're not going to really see the effects of how it affects the pigmentation till probably you're done with the treatment. That's just the way it is. The things you're going to see immediately is the texture, the fine lines, the smoothness. It also helps to just balance the skin. There'll be more even in tone. You can use this on acne, rosacea. It's going to take the redness right out of a rosacea client, and they'll love you forever. Any of you that have rosacea clients, you got to get this, because all of my rosacea clients are really loving this, especially paired, just like Jessica said, with the Vital Restorative Elixir, which to me is the best elixir I have ever found for rosacea.
Yeah, it's so good for anybody with sensitive skin or rosacea. It's really a great product. And I love that you use that back bar, and it's great for retail.
Oh, yeah. And keep in mind, you guys, too, the Vital Refining Treatment paired with the Jet Plasma. So say you had a little eczema on the skin, you do the Jet Plasma over the eczema, whether it's on their hands or face, anywhere on the body. Then you put the Vital Refining Treatment over that area, and then definitely sell that to them for home use so they can use it every day. That is a great thing for eczema. So this is all the continuous. And if you were to add the neck, you could actually do 5 minutes of the pulsed mode everywhere on the entire neck.
Sorry.
See, I think she fell
I
asleep.
did.
I'm sorry.
Tickled.
Nikki. I know. It's funny. They get so,
It's so warm
I
and just feel good.
know. It's like a warm towel out of the dryer, you know? It's
It's like
lovely.
a massage for your face.
Exactly. Yeah. So then you would do on the neck, you do 5 minutes of the pulse and then 5 minutes of continuous for the entire neck. So if you want to add the neck. Now, also keep in mind, you guys, we have the XO8 revitalizing neck mask. So if you want to have it as a complete treatment, add the revitalizing neck mask on, and it's beautiful. That has your traditional placenta stem cells, but it also has SNAP8 and all the other wonderful ingredients and peptides in that particular revitalizing mask. So that is a great thing to pair with the mask that you choose after you're done with the treatment. So the revitalizing mask is great for not only the neck, but it fits perfectly for the décolleté. So if you were working on the décolleté or the neck, and then just like Jessica said, you could cut this in half and use it on her hands if you want to add on a hand treatment. So yes. So this just shut off. We're almost done. We're going to do 5 more minutes on as continuous on her left side. Did you guys have any questions, Jessica? Anything coming up?
We have one client asking how this is the same or better than Regenerate or the cool Jet Plasma. And I would love your feedback on that, Stacy.
It's a good question about the Regenerate. I think the Regenerate is so different than this, but they both help to stimulate collagen and elastin. I think the Regenerate to me is more of product penetration, you know, with the Regenerate, whereas this is done on totally clean skin. They both help to retexturize the skin, and they're great for fine lines and wrinkles, but you have the added benefit of the ozone in this, and this actually has 3 different types of plasma in it. You have your J plasma, your cold plasma, and then your ozone plasma. So it's you're dealing with 3 different types of plasma. I don't know enough about cool. Is that what someone?
Yeah, the cool Jet Plasma.
Yeah, I think it's very similar to this. I've seen the device and it looks very similar to it, but I don't know enough about it. All I know is that I found this last year and I just been gangbusters with it. And I even asked the rep, I said, could I do Regenerate after this? Because that's kind of where your mind goes to. And she goes, why would you want to do that? You're opening up all the channels of the skin. So you just go on to using the serum of your choice. So that's why we're going to be using the placenta peptide complex right after we're done here. So they're similar, Jessica, but yet they're different. You know, because when you're doing Regenerate, you really have to use a lot of slip. You know, you're doing this with the placenta peptide complex. Is my favorite with Regenerate, and I love Regenerate. But if I'm going to be targeting, if I really want to work on scars, fine lines, basically everything. If I want to give them a treatment for everything that's concerning them, including their neck. Everybody's concerned about their neck. So I sell a package just by itself for the face, and then there's an add-on for the neck. And I've only had a couple people say, I'm just going to do the face. So most people, after they finish a series with me, say, what other body part can we do now? You know,
I love it.
They want to do their upper arms. They want to do their stomach. keep in mind that this is amazing for stretch marks, tightening, that loose skin from maybe some pregnancies. So there's a lot of things we can do. And then if they want to continue on, they could actually give themselves a little break for 6 weeks and then do it on a monthly basis if they want to. It's just going to keep getting better and better and better. You're always going to be adding. It's cumulative. It just always adds to the treatment you've done before. It just keeps getting better. It's kind of an anti-aging treatment.
So there's 2 questions. Does it come cordless? And what is the name of the pen that you're using?
This is the Jet Plasma pen from Pro Plasma, and it is cordless, but I don't ever use it cordless. It would work, but I feel that it's not strong enough to use it without the cord. So I'm always using it with the cord. But that is, and if you guys want information from the company, we can forward it to you guys. We don't work for Jet Plasma, or I don't work for Jet Plasma. I just have fallen in love with their pen, but I can get you some information of who to contact because I do love this company.
I can
Yeah,
add it.
you absolutely can send a DM and we can send you the link. I don't work with them either, but we've both been so happy with our machines and we do collaborate with XO8. And that's one of the things I really love about XO8 is that we do pair with all of these different incredible modalities so well. So it really takes what you're already doing in your treatment room and really just takes it to the next level and offers some really great retail so that your clients are continuing to work on their results at home in between their visits.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do with this. Now, the protocol I had written up, Jessica, is really highlighting the vital restorative line, but there's no reason you can't use every single one of our masks. Rose, who owns the company XO8, her favorite is the revitalizing mask after the Jet Plasma. She loves the results of the revitalizing. I just don't use the revitalizing the first time I'm working on someone if I don't know their skin, because it has some actives in there. So you got to really know the person that you're working on with the revitalizing, because it has a little retinol and it has a little vitamin C and it has more actives, but it has some amazing ingredients in there for brightening and lightening and also for anti-aging. Yeah. So we just finished. I don't know if you can see how beautiful her skin looks, but we're going to go into using the placenta peptide complex. And the reason why I'm using this is because this is what I love to use with Regenerate. And it has a peptide called Trilogen. And Trilogen is great for glycation. It's an amazing anti-aging peptide, but it has so many ingredients that start the whole process of because we're already starting the collagen remodeling. This is really going to support the collagen remodeling with the peptides that we're actually infusing into her skin. Because remember, we've opened up all the channels of her skin for up to 12 hours. So this is going to be an amazing serum. And I love layering. I'm a layering kind of person. So I love to put this on first and put a little bit more on. And then we're going to go right into the vital restorative. What
did you just apply to her skin?
I put the placenta peptide complex, the same serum that I love from XO8 to use with Regenerate. And this is loaded with, it's a concentrated infusion essence that has lots of peptides. It actually is just absolutely amazing, the things that are in this particular serum. It has the allantoin, it has peptides, it also helps to boost the collagen because of the Trilogen that's in there, which is a great peptide that again really targets glycation. So I'm leaving that on her skin, and I don't know if you guys can tell, it just gives the skin a beautiful smoothness. And then I'm going to seal that in with the bottle restorative mask. I'm going to show you my favorite way to apply this on the skin. So whether you guys are going to use this in your spa after a regenerate or after a jet plasma, I like to carefully open it up here. And it's thin. I don't know if you guys can see. It's very thin. It's on this paper and it's completely clear. So the great thing is that you could actually, I don't know if you guys can see this, you could use this now under LED. So a lot of times, I'm not going to do that today because I don't know how I'm going to do that under the camera, but I like to tell them it's going to be cold, and I start on their chin and then I slowly put this on the skin.
I'm
Straight-
obsessed.
What?
It's like a second skin. It's truly such a beautiful mask and just really helps to calm and feels really good on the client's skin right when you apply it.
Yeah. And it's super hydrating because keep in mind that it's it could be a little dry, the jet plasma, even though it's so effective for acne and all the things, it can be for some people a little bit drying. So I just put this on, and basically I have that pretty flush under her eyes because I want all that to really soak into the skin. And there's a lot of essence in this mask. So even after you put this on, you can take the envelope, and this is a great time to basically put your little hand in the envelope, and I scoop out whatever else is in there. And this is when I'm putting it on the rest of her décolleté and her neck, because I don't want to waste it. It's just beautiful, beautiful ingredients in here. So I'm putting that everywhere. And then what I do is, honestly, a lot of times I'm putting her under 15 minutes of red LED and letting her relax, because the red LED is going to go straight into the skin, and it's also going to help to penetrate all the lovely ingredients of the mask. And it will go into the skin through this mask because it's clear, but you could also let the person relax. If you wanted to do the revitalizing mask, which is another option for you guys, or the peptide radiance mask, which is our gold masks, you could go right into doing a microcurrent right over the skin. So you have some options. Our revitalizing mask and our peptide radiance mask have the 24 karat nano gold, so they're very conductive. And so you have an option of going right into the jet plasma using one of these masks and doing
That is so cool. You can do microcurrent on top of this?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Not
Over the
not
gold,
this mask, but the other masks. Yes.
The gold one, yeah.
The
Wow.
gold masks, because they're hardier, they're thicker. And keep in mind that no matter what you do at this point after jet plasma, it's going to be so much more effective than if you were to use it by itself. Everything is going to be potentiated. So your microcurrent is going to work better. Your LED light is going to go into the skin better. All the channels of your skin are open for up to 12 hours. So everything's going to work better. So there's lots of options that you can do at this point. So we've gone back and forth with things we like to do. I love doing microcurrent after we've done the jet plasma. But
That'd be like a $400 treatment.
what?
Would you think that would be like a $400 treatment with the microcurrent included?
I would say, especially when you're using the XO8 products with it, you're using the revitalizing, say you're using a revitalizing mask, adding on the revitalizing neck mask. So you're doing this little nice duo, okay? Then you're doing the microcurrent on top of that. I would definitely say anywhere from $350 to $400 would be a good price for that. Absolutely.
That's really where estheticians scale their business, and since this is the money making esthetician group, that's what we're all looking to do. And when you can start to layer these different modalities and use the XO8 products for that really luxury finish, clients are honestly happy to pay the higher ticket because they get the results.
Absolutely. I want it. I would totally pay $350, $400 for this.
Yeah. And especially when you see such a big difference in one treatment, you don't have to do 6 months of facials to start to see a difference.
Yeah, this particular treatment, I think, is just another level. All of my clients are loving it. I mean, they truly, truly love it, and they're seeing such a difference. And everybody's worried about the neck. So if you were to work on the neck, I mean, you could be doing that right now. You could be putting the revitalizing neck mask on, which I probably should just bring one out and put it on her. And you could do a little bit of microcurrent right now anyways, because this has your 24 karat nano gold, but it also has your Snap 8. So the Snap 8 is an amazing peptide that helps to prevent the expression lines. Really great for the wrinkles. And so it really helps. Is that too cold? Are you okay? Yeah. So
and
you
it's
can
nice.
see how beautiful that is. Yeah.
It's nice too, because if you're not doing the jet plasma on the neck, you can put that on earlier and then have it working on the neck the whole time you're working on the face too. I do that with Regenerate all the time. I will do their neck mask and then start working on the face.
Yeah. And then what I do too, because I just love to hit all the areas, then I will turn it upside down and I'll use it on the décolleté. But this is so versatile, this lovely neck mask. And like Jessica said, you could cut it in half, use it on the hands. You could use it on other parts of the body, whatever somebody wants you to focus on. So it feels really good. And this mask is quite amazing. But this is very similar to the revitalizing face mask, except it does have the Snap 8 in it, which the face mask does not. But I also love the peptide radiance mask. So you guys got all kinds of options.
Somebody asked, with adding neck and décolleté with microcurrent, how long is their session?
When I add microcurrent onto this Jet Plasma, and you can use any microcurrent machine you want. The one I have is the Neuratris Pico Wave. And I usually do some toning to the skin for maybe 5 minutes. And then I do a 10-minute lifting mode. So it's basically anywhere from 10 to 15 more minutes that I'm doing microcurrent. I'm not doing a full hour microcurrent. I'm just adding on 10 to 15 minutes.
Nice. And we do have a $500 discount with Nutritious too, by the way.
Oh, good. Wonderful. Oh, I love my Neuratris. So I use that all the time. People love that. And they have so many attachments with the Pico Wave. That is one of their starter models, but I just absolutely love it because I love to use the conductive silver gloves. They also have a photon probe, which actually you could use with the red ground and add a little microcurrent, has a little LED, ultrasonic. So there's all kinds of little options that you have with your Neuratris, but I highly recommend Neuratris. Any microcurrent.
So Jessica was nice enough to put the link of the full-size samples if you guys want to try XO8 Beauty. I think the samples are a total game changer, especially that placenta. Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
I'm going to show you guys what comes in that. I have the box. So let me go.
Oh, great. Yeah, that sample kit is such a great way to experience the collection. And I really love that it comes with all full-size products instead of really tiny samples. And sometimes it's hard to know if you really loved it. So the full-size kit, you have enough product to use on your own skin for a couple weeks. You can also do treatments in the treatment room on some of your top clients, get their feedback. And then it really helps you to gauge what you want to bring in. And you're more than welcome to schedule an onboarding call. We do a ton of education, and we also do launch promotions.
Okay, now
Look at how pretty.
You will
so
get
pretty.
this in the mail. Look at how gorgeous this is, you guys. So it has a little information about all the products, which is awesome. And then it has protocols in here. Now look. So you want to open this up. It's a beautiful little gift. Look at what you guys get. Look how gorgeous this is. Okay, so in here, you're going to get one vital refining treatment, full size. One of the vital restorative elixirs, full size, 1 ounce. The revitalizing elixir, 1 ounce. And then the placenta peptide complex, which is in this little thing. Then you're going to get every single one of our masks. You're going to get the vital restorative mask, the revitalizing neck mask that I just put on Nikki, and you're going to get the revitalizing mask. Beautiful. You see all that solution in here, you guys? This is unbelievable. And lastly, the peptide radiance mask. So you're going to get all of this with the protocol manual. Awesome. So just what I'm following right now. Think of this manual as this is like an incredible recipe book. You guys can add to this. It's got everything in here. Basically, if you see the table of contents, okay, you see all that's in here. We have
microcurrent and regenerate. Yeah, thank you, Stacey, for showing that. There's so many different options in there for them to kind of take what they're currently doing in their treatment room and mix and match and really come up with your own perfect custom facial.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and take her mask off. I like to leave it on for anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes, but you could leave it on longer if you wanted to. So we're going to go ahead and take this off and show you how we're going to end the treatment. Now, once it's done, it's amazing. It's like done. It's all that beautiful essence is in her skin, and it's really much drier than it was when we started. So I'm going to throw this away. And then what I usually do is I massage a little of this into her skin because it's just a beautiful essence. I don't rinse the skin after this. And then I'm going to tell her to do nothing with her skin until tomorrow morning, because it's going all the channels of her skin are going to stay open, but a lot of all this essence has gone into her skin. And then so you have options at this point. I like to use the Vital Restorative Elixir. She doesn't need much because she still has some essence from the mask, but the Vital Restorative Elixir is really great for, it has your snail secretion filtrate. It has all your healing and calming ingredients and very hydrating. This is the elixir I was telling you about earlier, that if you have a rosacea client, got to get them on this because it's amazing for rosacea, for the calming, reduces the redness. And so I'm going to put a little bit on her skin. And again, I'm a layerer. I love to layer products on the skin. I'm not going to put any sunscreen on her because it's been raining here in Florida, and I don't like to put any sunscreen after the Jet Plasma because I don't want her to do anything with her skin. So she's just going to go straight home. So I'm going to put that on. And then basically, optionally, you could use a little bit of our Vital Refining treatment, just a little bit on the skin, because this is amazingly hydrating and healing also. So again, this is so pretty. If you guys haven't seen this, you will get this in your sorry, that's okay. So this comes in your sample box, okay, and it comes like this. We call this the syringe, which is amazing. So put this on the back of your hand. You see how you see the actives and the botanicals here, and then you're going to mix this together and apply this onto her skin. Okay.
This is one of my favorite finishing products, by the way.
Oh, I know. I feel that way as well, Maria, because
I'm sorry.
Can I get it?
No, it's fine. Sorry, guys.
Your skin looks beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. It feels really good. Feels really
Yeah,
good.
just glowing.
Her skin is just feeling super hydrated right now and glowy.
Which I need.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm usually dry. so-
Yeah, she's usually dry.
I
And
love skincare.
What?
I said, I love skincare. It gets me so excited.
It's so much fun, and the XO8 products are amazing. They really, really are. It makes my job much easier. I just love it, and doesn't that feel good?
Yeah,
Nikki,
it feels silky and
and it
very
feels
nice.
cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
does
it
feel
has
cool.
an amazingly cool and calming. And so
Mhm.
this is how I'm going to actually send her home. And that's all you need to do. And then I would schedule her for another one in a week, and we would complete her 6 treatments. But that's basically how you do a jet plasma, you guys.
Is this number 2, the second treatment you've done on her?
Yeah, this is number 2. Mhm.
Awesome. I can't wait to see the before and afters through the whole series.
I know. Yeah, she had some breakouts last time and she doesn't this time. So I'm really, and she said it really helped to dry those up and help to heal it and become, and she's also dealt with a little bit of pigmentation, which I think has really helped too. So it's all good. So we'll keep you guys posted.
Any
I
more
want-
questions?
Yes. I want to encourage you guys to ask questions. You guys are welcome to turn on your mics, your videos, put it in the chat, whatever you're comfortable with.
Stacy is such a wealth of knowledge in the treatment room, you guys. So if you're here, take advantage and ask her some questions if you have any. I still learn new things from her, and I've been licensed for 15 years. So she's great.
How do you charge? Oh, how do you market / charge for sessions?
How do we do what? How
do you market, charge per session?
How do we market? Is that what they're asking?
Yeah. How do you market / charge for sessions?
Well, I tell you, the one thing I do more than anything with Jet Plasma, they have a great brochure, and it has all the whole description and some great before and after pictures. And so that seems to sell it. We talk about it with our clients. We basically say, gosh, we're so excited about it that we just hand them the brochure and we go, this is something you may be interested in. We are seeing amazing results. I see that somebody asked about scars. I am loving what it's doing for scars. So that's really easy. And if you guys collect your own before and after pictures and you're showing them your before and after pictures, that sells it too. You're not just showing something that somebody else has done. You're showing what you have done. And so that's what I'm doing a lot with my clients. I'm showing them my before and after pictures of my scars. And sometimes even after one treatment, you're seeing a difference in that scar. And it's absolutely amazing. And I just did a scar that was a year old. It was from a male client that had fallen on ice, and he had a pretty deep gash in his cheek. And even by treatment, well, I saw it after the first treatment, but treatment 4, it was like reduced by 50%, if not more. It was simply amazing. So if you guys, think of the potential of maybe working with a local plastic surgeon or working on scars after Mohs surgery, after any kind of surgery, or even biopsies. I've had people that really had me work on some scars from just biopsies. So there's a lot of things to do, but I think that once you start to play with it and you see the difference you can make in the skin, and the clients are so excited, they are telling all their friends. So we have somebody that has been telling so many of her friends that we're going to give her a free treatment because she's just a walking advertisement. So it is simply an amazing treatment.
So somebody said this would be excellent for my eczema. The majority of my clients are African American and suffer with eczema. Are there any XO8 beauty products you recommend for eczema?
Oh, absolutely. Anything in the vital restorative line, but especially the vital restorative, vital refining treatment. So that's what I used on Nikki at the end. And that is the, the syringe here. That is amazing for eczema. And keep in mind too, that the Jet Plasma can be used on all Fitzpatrick's, all kinds of skin types. So the clientele she's been dealing with, she could definitely work with them with the eczema. But I would definitely get the vital refining treatment. This has been a game changer. I've been using this on my clients that do have eczema, even people that have eczema on their hands. This alone works. You don't have to do the Jet Plasma, but paired with the Jet Plasma, it is really amazing.
And oh, go ahead, Maria.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, for everyone looking and checking out our sample kit, all of the vital products are more of our health and wellness. So really good for sensitive skin, acne, eczema. And then all of our revitalizing products are much more of your kind of anti-aging powerhouse. So that really helps you when you're looking at the collection to kind of differentiate where you should use which serum or which mask.
And we're here to help you guys with those questions too. When you're getting started, you can schedule an onboarding session, a 30-minute session with us, and we'll talk to you about anything you want to know, and we'll really help you with all those different questions too.
Absolutely, really specific to your clientele and to your practice and how you're running your business. We really can customize that phone call and that training session to you specifically, which is really nice. And is there, Stacy, she's asking, is there a skin condition where this treatment cannot be done?
I'm trying to think. There's not a lot. I personally don't work on anybody that has a cold sore, so that'd be what I would say. But I remember talking to Aubrey, who actually does the trainings for this, and I'm trying to remember what would be a contraindication for this particular treatment, and I can't even think of one right now. Do you remember, Jessica?
I don't think there really were any. I mean, the basic of, I don't know with like a pacemaker, but I know pregnant clients we don't typically work on. Other than that, there really wasn't anything that.
Right. Anybody with any, like you said, a pacemaker or any device that's implanted like that, you would. But besides that, basically, there's nobody that you really have to turn away.
Mm-hmm. And as far as the aftercare, I know we have this question. It's 12 hours that your client doesn't want to sweat, work out, apply makeup, wash their face. They'll basically leave after this treatment and leave their skin for the 12 hours at minimum.
Yes. That's so important. No working out, no swimming, like you said, nothing. You just don't. They could actually put mascara on and lipstick if they wanted to go out. But they don't want to touch their face. And the reason why is because the channels of the skin are open. So say you went to go work out and you were sweating and bacteria and you touched your face, well, you could develop some breakouts. So that's yes. Why you just don't want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just did it a little bit later in the day, and then that was it. Once I took the mask off and I did the serums, then I just slept with my skin, and the next morning it was perfect. No pain, no downtime, nothing was feeling fiery or uncomfortable after the treatment. It was really, my skin looked great. And I'll post some of my before and after videos and stuff from doing my treatment. But really, as far as marketing this, when you have it done or work on your own skin, it really is exciting. And then it's really fun to share that information with your clients. And it makes it really easy to launch something new when you are excited and passionate about it and you're seeing results yourself.
Can you go over the lips with it? No.
She was just, this is a great question. Can you go over the lips with it? I don't go over the lips with it, but I go right along the vermilion line.
Okay.
And as somebody was asking how often to do this, is that what they were asking?
Yes. How often does the client need to come back and how many sessions do you recommend?
So there's a couple of options. The company actually recommends that you start with every 48 to 72 hours when you first start this. I sell packages of 6 or 8. That's the way I started doing it, is 2 times a week, but I've kind of graduated into this once a week for 6 weeks and people seem to like it better. So that's kind of what I do personally, but the company recommends, once or twice a week for the treatments that you want to accomplish. So you guys could sell 6, 8, 10, whatever you want to do. And so I've just gone to the once a week for 6 weeks and I find that that's what everybody's loving.
Your skin is truly glowing. Your model looks so beautiful.
I know, doesn't she? I
Feels
know.
good.
I can't wait to see her next time I see her. So it's
I feel it's getting glowier, if that's a word.
it is, isn't
as
it?
Yeah, I was like, I feel like it got brighter since
Yeah,
It is.
since we've been chatting.
Yeah, it really is. It looks so beautiful. And I think for her, it's feeling, and this is what I love about the XO8 products. They're not heavy, they're not sticky. It just makes the skin look tighter, but in a good way, a hydrated way. So her skin really does look beautiful. So
yeah, it's like a red carpet finish. Even though you just did this treatment, she's really, everything's glowing and exactly what you said.
Yeah, so we'll keep you guys posted with some after pictures.
Yes, we will be dropping some into the group with Maria this month. So you guys will get to kind of see progress and see some more before and afters for sure.
It's
And somebody
recent.
asked about Accutane, and it's perfectly fine with Accutane, which is amazing. I remember Aubrey bringing that up, just so you guys know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Any more questions? Well, thank you guys so much for joining. Stacy, thank you. And Maria, thank you. As always, we just love popping on here and sharing information and appreciate you having us on here.
Of course, if anybody kind of joined a little bit late, it's already pinned to the top of the group. I will also be sending it out via newsletter. If you guys want to send over the Jet Plasma information, I'm more than happy to add it to the newsletter. And then I'll add Jessica's information and Stacy's information. I highly encourage you guys to try the samples. Total game changer. You could even also use it for microneedling. Microneedling is a huge question that we get, like, what's a good microneedling serum?
Yes, that placenta, exactly what Stacy's holding up, is so good with nano infusion, microneedling, dermaplaning. So really you can mix and match so many, all of our collection in with these various modalities. And it's great. I know Stacy showed this a few times, but if you just popped on, this protocol booklet is a game changer. It'll allow you to really formulate some new ideas and concepts and really add some luxury facials to your menu that you can offer higher price point services at.
Yep. And Jessica has her own beautiful red carpet in here.
And I launched XO8 4.5 years ago with that facial at my spa, and it was a complete game changer. I'm able to work way less hours and bring in so much more money just because the results are there, the clients are happy, they're buying all the retail. It just like you said, Stacy, they're telling their friends about it, and it really helps your business to scale without you having to do a lot of work. When your clients are happy, they're your best spokesperson out in public to talk about you and your services.
Is there a digital copy, a digital version of the protocol book?
There is, and when you create your Premier Provider account, which is a free account to create, you actually get access to the digital copy for free. So there's a lot of training videos, past webinars. There's a lot of information on our Premier Provider site. So the link is in here, but you can go to XO8Cosmeceuticals.com and then just click create a Premier account, and it's super easy to do that.
we're gonna sign off. Thanks everybody for joining.
Yes, thank you. Have a great Monday.
Bye.